It's good that we have some initial discussion. We'll start our topic today. And today, because from the morning experience, what I suggest is we'll not have our standard Kriya and meditation. We'll have a meditation immediately after some our reading some one text that has been, I have already put it into the group. So you can see that, but when the time comes, I will tell you when to read that. The affirmations, okay? Self-love affirmations. So, because morning also I try to do it separately, but then the guidance came that no need to give any gap from the affirmations, directly go into the meditation, the Hridaya Upasana. So in this session, we'll follow that. We'll not break it, do Kriya, come back and do meditation. We'll not do that. So basically, we'll skip Kriya today. Only we'll directly go into meditation. Okay, I'm just telling you the sequence. So we'll have the learning session. Then I will be reading the affirmations to awaken self-love. Yeah, this affirmation already posted into the group. You can read it when you're doing it individually. You can do your affirmations. And then directly from there, go into our meditation, Hridaya Upasana. So that is the thing we'll follow. Today, we'll follow only that. Okay, no Kriya. In fact, the affirmations are Kriya, consider like that. Okay. All right. So today's topic is about awakening self-love. Okay. So self-love has two words, self and love. And in this particular case, both of them starting with capital letter. Self is capital, L is capital. This capital S, self, is our higher self, our soul consciousness. Our soul consciousness, which is connected with the universal consciousness, the creator of this universe. So of course, we are part of that. So that is the channel. And love, L, capital, means it is a pure love. It is the energy which created human being. It is not the love we normally use. We love somebody or love something or love someplace. Means I love my wife, or I love my children, love my mother. I love ice cream. I love Dubai. I love, football. I love to watch something, cycling or whatever. It is not that love. I like to eat something. I like biryani. I love biryani or something like that. It's not about that. It has nothing of those love. It is the purest form of love. When all the emotions get dropped, what remains is the pure love. It is not any kind of emotional stuff or romantic stuff. Okay, nothing to do with anything else. It is a pure state of a being. Human being was created out of pure love energy. And that's why it is a manifestation of love. And that's why the human being is called Prema Sarupa, the manifestation of love. Okay. So self-love means the experience of the pure love through our higher self. In other words, if you still want somebody else to come into the picture, it is very difficult to say, how can I express love experience love without somebody? Then let the somebody be your higher self. You are loving your own higher self. That is called self-love. This is somehow I just bisect the words and just played with it to make you understand what is it. Self-love is that. Self-love is loving your higher self, and that quality of that love is unconditional, pure love. It is that primordial energy which created the universe. There are two spiritual energy which created the universe and still is. There is not was. It is all eternal now. Those two energies are pure love and pure light, the light of awareness. That is the pure light, the light, the enlightenment, the knowledge. That is the light of the knowledge. Knowledge is a little bit lower, this thing. Or you can say the spiritual knowledge, Brahma Gyan. That is the awareness that we are talking about here. In Hinduism, it is also, the symbolism is Shiva and Shakti. This is the two. That is, it is embodiment of the awareness. That is the Shiva, ultimate form, and embodiment of pure love. That is Shakti. Anyway, so this is how the whole universe was created out of these two energies, and our higher self is our inner guru. It is there with us, of course, for a lifetime after lifetime, and definitely all human lives. It has got all the knowledge. So all your life can be guided through your higher self if you establish connection with your higher self, and that connection is through pure love. It is loving connection with your higher self that will establish. And if you run your life accordingly, then the physical body, the incarnated body also will emit that love. For all the time, it will be full of love. It will be saturated with love, overwhelmed with love. Every cell of the body will be full of love. Which love? The energy which created human being. Okay, so that is the one. That is called self-love, and that we are going to practice how to activate that within us. Now, let me give you some kind of practical, some misunderstanding. I like to just clarify. Self-love is nothing to do with feeling good and be happy. Okay. Happiness is a state of mind. Your mind can be at a certain time become happy. It is not the expression of self-love. Not necessarily. Okay, it is the inner joy. No matter, you need not to smile all the time, but inner side, you are all the time, you are in a full of joy, in the state of joy. No matter what the external factor is. Happiness comes when you have some positive thing, development in the outside world. Okay, you had a very good food, or you have got something, some item of a precious item, or you win a competition, or somebody praised you. These kind of external events that will make you happy. But your inner joy is not dependent on these external factors. No matter what is happening in the outside world, all the time you will be in the full of joy, because you are connected with the source, which is all the time in the ocean of joy. It will come from there. It doesn't depend upon something is happening or not happening. Something is in your favor and not in your favor. It does not matter. You will be completely detached from that, because it is not dependent on anything. Somebody praising you or abusing you, both will be equally useless from your inner state. That is the joy I'm talking about. In the spiritual masters, they call it Sachidananda state, Sad Chit Anand state. Okay, all the time you are in a joyful mode. It is not necessary that what you are doing and what you are saying and all, but internally you will be all the time full of joy. So you need not to depend upon anything else outside to make you happy, or go to the state of the fulfillment of the enjoyment of life. You will be leading life and interacting with everybody to enjoy something called Jivan Madhurya. Just living a life itself is a fulfilling. No matter what is the content, it doesn't matter. something, it is not a good life, bad life. I have money, I don't have money. I have car, I don't have car. Okay, I have a big house, I have a small house. All doesn't matter. Okay. You can be spiritually rich, even if you are sitting in the below tree, you don't have anything. Okay. But at the same time, I am not saying that if you discard all your physical comfort, discard all your wealth, you will be spiritual. I am not saying that. I am promoting means I am just, whatever Babaji has given me to the assignment, the mission, I'm promoting householder spirituality, and you need to leave nothing. You enjoy everything with the full detachment. You don't get addicted to it. With the detachment, you enjoy everything. And ultimate aim of that is Aishwaryavan Muktatma, enlightened billionaire. It is not enlightened beggar. Okay. So it should be, you should earn, you should enjoy wealth. At the same time, you should be spiritually aware and you will be enlightened. That is the apex state possible in a human life. So we are not in one-sided. Somebody is too rich but morally corrupt, which is useless. At the same time, somebody is a very, high level of spiritual attainment, and very great master, but doesn't have a money to buy a cup of tea. You need to beg just to have a cup of tea. This is also, it will not go well. You should be self-sufficient and affluent enough, to survive in this world. At the same time, you pursue your spiritual thing. So anyway, so first thing is, self-love is not about feeling good. Okay. Self-love is not about somebody is telling you, you are a great, you are a king, you are my master and I will follow you and your ego is satisfied. It is not that. It is the state whether somebody is praising you or putting you on the head or, throwing you out on pushing by leg, doesn't matter because it doesn't depend on that. And same thing is that you need to, most of us, we actually subconsciously, we punish ourselves. We glorify punishment, in the name of sacrifice, in the name of duty, in the name of many things we do. We glorify that. Okay. I have not, whatever good food I have got, I have given it to the family, I didn't take it. So what's the big deal with it? You distribute, whatever. Who asked you not to, to do that sacrifice and deprive yourself? Or I did this and, last, 1 year I have not visited any good restaurant. So who told you? This is, there are many ways we find ourselves, we punish ourselves, and particularly some of our social and religious practices glorify the sacrifice. You cannot get something, you cannot be enjoying life, love yourself in the path of the sacrifice and not having something. It is a beggar mentality. You will not get there. Love yourself so that you nourish yourself, feed yourself with a good food, energetic food, not nonsense. Most of the people, they go into abusing their body in the name drugs and alcohols and things like that, because in the bottom of that, they don't like themselves. If you go to the root psychological issue, they don't like themselves. That's why they have to put mask on all the time. Mask of being happy. And maybe this is as manifested as COVID, so that we have to mask all the time ourselves. Anyway, I'm just joking. But the thing is, we become so much we don't like, we like mask, we don't like inner side. So we try to hide somewhere. Some reality we don't like. We need to distort the reality by changing our, brain signals, by giving them with some kind of chemical in the form of drugs or alcohol or something like, or smoke or whatever. Because we don't like that. And we say we are happy, we are dancing. We're not dancing. Maybe physically dancing, but the reality is not going anywhere. It will come back. Okay, it will come back a big way. It will be terrible hangover after it goes. Okay. So it is not enjoying life. I call it, I have gone through that phase. I'm just sharing. It is the illusion of happiness. It is not happy. It is illusion of happiness. And we got into that illusion and think this is the way to lead the life. It is not. This kind of life, I have seen my past lives, so many, minimum 70. Hundreds of that. The purpose of my life, the success of my life was eat, drink, and be merry. Khao piyo mast ho jao, and that's it. That hundreds of life have already done with those things. This is not the way you can be truly joyful. Forget about liberation. It will give you downward spiral. You get addicted to it. So if you have to do addiction, be addicted to your higher self. That is the only thing does not have any fallback. Okay. Nobody is there to clap for that and give you a Nobel Prize for that. There will be nobody. It doesn't matter. Recognition and all those things, it doesn't matter. But if you have, it will be so much, other way you can say that it is the biggest addiction of humanity. If you get that, once you get the adat of that, rest of the things will, okay, bachcho ka khel hai. Okay. You can recall the story of Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev. That I think, Swami Vivekananda, that time is Narendranath Datta, he sent that one guy who was a drunkard to Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev, and then he said, you have to just bless him. So that fellow came, I forget his name. Anyway, he came and met with Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev, and he just, just touch his head, and after that, he got into trance, that fellow. Trance for 1 hour. Could not move. And after that, the drinking habit was gone forever. He was not going to the bar and not going all these things, mujras and things like that. He stopped doing. People are saying, what happened to you? Your life was like that, and suddenly what happened? He said, I don't want anything else. I need what, Thakur gave me that day. Usse zyada nasha to aur kisi mein bhi nahi hai. There's nowhere I get that kick, what he gave me.
Was he Girish Ghosh?
Maybe, I just forget that thing. But whether Girish Ghosh was one of them, but in this particular incident happened with him, I have to just check the name. But after that, he left everything. See, that means there is something, there is something in that spirituality which can actually convert instantly. The transformation can happen. So what I mean to say is, it is having so powerful, that it will not, all your, petty addictions will look like a children's play. And I was just telling that I was looking for something. I was also having this, I was actually clinical alcoholic. Means my psyche cannot take alcohol. So there is something called clinically alcoholic. Anyway, so that time, I was looking for something which don't allow me to come down from high. I wanted to be high all the time, and got one now. So spirituality all the time will be high. There is no going down or hangover, nothing. Okay, all the time you are in high. Anyway, jokes apart. So there is some negative connotation into it, but it is the truth is that when you get the dose of your self-love, listen this part very carefully. When you get connected with the ocean of love, all types of so-called love you may have in your life will be meaningless. So powerful. See, it is that kind of dose with anything, no matter what happens, it doesn't matter. Kabir, Sant Kabir, he was just sitting in a park bench or something somewhere. One dog came and bite his leg. He's still sitting and smiling. Some people came and said, dog came and he has bitten you with already had a bite on your leg. We'll have this and hydrophobia and whatnot. What he said, ye chamri jane aur kutta jane. I mean, it is between the skin and the dog, nothing to do with me. Look at that state. And it is truly possible. I'm not making a story. You'll be so much detached with these things. All this bad, so-called bad experience will not touch you. Of course, you will get healed, almost immediately. But the pain, pain will, even you can, the flush of the self-love can wipe it off everything. So what will happen in this, self-love will, how it works is, it will enhance your vibration. You will go 500 plus, which is a opening heart chakra. All the time, if you are in above that, you will be in a position, forget about your own, you will be all the time, you are in a pure love state. Anybody comes in contact with you, okay, even physically or remotely, just we are talking with, Vasant about that, ki anybody, any come in touch with the master, you can feel the love. Anything, the master is talking or, just looking at you or in contact with you, even thinking of that master will bring the feeling of love within you. That kind of power it has got. For that, the master's voice need not to be a voice of a nightingale. Okay, it's no need. Or the topic of discussion may not be loving. It can be, can I get a cup of tea and what you ate last night, where you are going today, that's enough. Its content doesn't matter. But through the voice, through the gaze, you will get the connection. And that opens up your so-called love gate. I will give you some affirmations to do it on yourself. For that, you don't need a master. Okay. Simply presence. Sometimes the animals, they come and just, be in the presence of that field, loving field. They can sense it very well. Much, much more powerful than a human being. They will not disturb you. They just come and little bit roaming around here and there and not, but they get that feeling. What is that feeling? We all have that instrument within us, built in. We need not to import self-love from outside, because I know it just needs a little bit of polishing and the connection. It will happen on its own. And that will transform your life. Okay. So somebody was asking Guruji Prem Nirmal, all the methods you told, it is too difficult. I don't get time, for meditation. I cannot do Kriya. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. I cannot. Can you tell us some method that I can get enlightened without doing all these things? It's the lazy buggers, But we told, yes, there is one way. If you are in a presence of a master all the time, you will get enlightened. It is true. If a lot of people, you will see they are doing some seva. They are in a, bringing tea and, doing some pair malish kar dete hain, something. It doesn't matter. Master doesn't need all this, but they are in the presence. The influence, the induction changed them. Okay, they got some kind of transformation from inside. From that is true. Like a soft iron, if you just keep it near a magnet, that iron will develop magnetism. Because of, we know that in the science we have learned that magnetic induction. Same way, in the presence of a master, will make automatically happen. There is a truth in it. But of course, it will not be fast track. It will take years to get that way. Okay. So anyway, but what I'm saying is, so what master shares? Master shares is pure loving energy, the compassion. It is not the master's own. It is not generated by the master. Master is connected to the infinite source of pure loving energy. Is the abundance of that. He's just connected to that. So every time it flows through him, no matter what he does, what he says, he or she is gender neutral. Means anyone, the enlightened master, they get through that. That way it is natural. It naturally comes. And do the master all the time connected? Mostly yes. But if sometime they come down also, just one breathing connects it back. Simple. It doesn't take much effort to get reconnected. Okay. Sometime something happens, some external, some event, accident or something happens, it drops down, and just take a breath in and go back there. That's it. Okay. So anyway, so this is what the self-love is all about. And what is not self-love, I will tell you. Feeling good, feeling happy, I'm happy about, it's not self-love. Okay. First thing you have to check the connection is there or not there. The connection is not there, no matter how happy you feel, it is not self-love. Okay. And moreover, another characteristic of self-love, you will be able to give it freely with abundance. There is no limit. Okay. And there is no self-interest involved. If the self-interest involved, after pampering some people, you say, oh, this useless guy, wo mera koi kaam ka nahi hai. It stopped. But here it will not stop. No matter, koi kaam ka hai, nahi hai, koi baat nahi hai. It will keep open. I give example like sunlight. Sunlight doesn't ration its light to see who is receiving it. It gives unconditionally to everybody. Animal, tree, human being, rich, poor, small animal, big animal, just one phytoplankton, one big forest, everything will get the same sunlight, same quality of sunlight. There is no rationing. Same here. When the self-love is activated, then you are every cell of your body is saturated with the love. So it basically overflows and reaches to the people. You need not to think, is it enough? 10 minutes giving love is enough. Otherwise, my storage will short. Nothing like that. Okay. More you give, more it comes. It's like a pipeline. Okay. More you just distribute, more will come. But if you don't distribute, you stop all the, say, suppose it is a tap. If you stop all the tap, water becomes stagnant. Then new water will not come. Okay, but if you keep giving, it will come on its own. More it will come. More you use, more it will come. So these are the characteristics. And some people will say that, just I'm saying some myth, that there is nothing extraordinary in my life. What I should be loving about? This is again coming from the psychology of you are basically punishing yourself. There is from deep-rooted, which actually triggers into somebody into the addiction. Same psychology here, where that this is nothing, extraordinary. There's nothing to celebrate in my life, and why should I do that? If there is nothing to celebrate about, then celebrate your uniqueness. You are not greater than anybody or lower than anybody or equal to anybody either. You are unique. There will be nobody following the path you are following. Love that path. It is your own. You are unique in this world. You have come with a certain set of your soul's journey plan, which is unique. It cannot be exactly same with somebody else. So celebrate that uniqueness. Also, some people say that they think, as I was explaining, there is some psychology that basically they wanted to punish their body, because they might have done something wrong or some guilty feeling or something is there. Already I had a session how to deal with, guilty feeling and shame and things like that. Because of this deep-rooted shame, deep-rooted insecurity, they harm themselves. As I'm saying that this addiction, drug addiction, and in particular, this kind of stuff is coming from that. Basically, they don't like themselves. No matter what they say, what they post in the Facebook, it is different. Okay, so, but in deep, by heart, they don't like themselves. Already in the earlier, the guilty shame and all, I have explained that you have to forgive yourself also. Also, with the posted that video link there, you have to explain, you have to forgive yourself. It is very important. Not only forgive, you have to celebrate yourself. Some people say, how can I celebrate? If I eat good food and if I enjoy, is it not selfish stuff? It will be selfish if you do that depriving others. Then it will be selfish. But by itself, it is not selfish. You are not cheating anyone to live healthy, to be enjoyable. Because if you live healthy, live enjoyable life, only then you can pass it on to others. No? You cannot give something what you don't have. If you are completely unhappy, completely poor me syndrome all the time, how can you motivate others to live a life? Okay, then you find out it's none of my this thing business and he knows everything. It's okay. You don't have to, but at least you take care of yourself. Your physical body is very, very important. Now I'm giving you a spiritual clue how to do that. Treat your physical body as temple of your soul. Your soul has a godly qualities in it. There is a truth. In fact, your soul is God. Okay. It is connected to the universal consciousness. The soul is residing in this body. Even though it is technically not the correct word, actually our soul contains the physical body. Physical body does not contain a soul. But anyway, I'm not going into that. But in the traditional way, you got a connection to your soul through your body. Without physical body, it is not possible to get enlightened. Enlightened is self-realization. Okay, for that you need a physical body. In the soul level, it is not possible to get enlightened. The experience of enlightenment cannot happen in the soul level. It can happen in the physical level. You have to choose that. So, in this, treat your physical body as the temple of your soul, like we maintain the temple or a mosque or a church, the places of worship. We keep it clean, so that no dirt can come. We keep our shoes outside. We, give some good light and fragrances. We beautify it. We decorate it with the time of celebrations, with the thousands of lights and so on and so forth. People come to celebrate. Same way you treat your physical body. Without the connection of the soul, without the soul's present, your physical body will be, some masters say, it is some factory. Okay. Some factory means, see, when you say that it is, what is got? Cement factory. So what that factory produce? What that factory produce? Cement.
Cement.
Yeah, some of them, they said that it is a furniture factory. So what it produces?
Furniture.
Okay. So what human body produces? Daily you go to the toilet, no? Okay. So they say human body is shit factory. Okay. If you don't go to the mode of a temple of the soul, what it remains is a shit factory. There is a truth in it. Only spiritual connection makes it pure. Only that connection you have with the soul, the spiritual thing, which is pure, which is loving, and that is godly, that changes the shit factory into the temple. Otherwise, if there is no connection, it becomes like that. Okay, so this has got that kind of power, love that power. That is the self-love. So with this understanding, I will stop here. If you have any question, you just unmute and ask, and then we'll go into the affirmations. Next step.
So Rajdeep, not a question, but so you talked about some spiritual gurus coming in, or the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Some loosely speaking, in the colloquial term, some sinners, right?
Mm.
Mentioned about the drunkard reaching out.
Yeah. Mm.
So because of the potential difference between the frequencies, so they call it that if you come in contact with somebody, it's the sinners, or I'm using the traditional word,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
maybe the low frequency ones, is so low and the spiritual guru is so high, like thundering strikes, right?
Yes.
So they call it that they sometimes they can turn into ashes, or even, not ashes really, but they can be unconscious or something. Is that the reason of their instant coming in contact? Can that happen? Or the guru knows if I touch somebody physically, or even through the heart chakra and all, it's so low, something can happen and they avoid it. Is that why they say that instantly there's something happens?
No, you mean to say that if Masters unleash his energy, then somebody who is a low energy, they can get flat, or something can happen to them?
They talk about.
Yeah. No, it is possible. It is possible. But the thing is, only one element is missing here. I'm just explaining. The Master is conscious. Huh? Nothing can happen by accident.
I see.
And that is why whoever comes in contact with the Master gives the measured energy.
Okay.
Master never gives something to someone which that person concert cannot handle.
Right.
Okay, and that's why, in fact, it takes time. Not because Master doesn't have capacity. It is like going to a sea with a container. You will get what the container you have. It has nothing to do with the Master. Master can give any amount. But you come with a container. Master knows. Master is aware. Your container is that. It will not, if you go with a bucket, Master will not come with a tsunami to flood you out.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Master will give you exactly what you deserve based on your container. So only when you increase the deserving capacity, you get more. But Master is connected with the unlimited source, so it doesn't matter. And by giving something, Master is not losing anything. Okay, but because of that, not those kind of energies are given. And the incident I just explained about Thakur Ramakrishna Paramahansa Dev, he intentionally given little more. Okay. So those are called jhatkas. Sometimes you need jhatka to experience, just a feel of it. That's all. Okay. But he knows what to do. How much they can still handle, they know that, so it is not really needed, And sometimes it needs to, sometimes if somebody's energy or vibration is falling sharply, I already told in some kind of, say, ICU patient and all, even though it is not allowed in that way, but if master can give hug, immediately the patient, then they come back into the senses. Medically, the doctors may not allow to do that, okay, because all the visitors are out. But if there is something, it can be done that way. It has been done by many masters, and it works. And even some, if there's some energy to be transferred very fast, even I'm just telling, even the master slaps you, you will get suddenly very high jump.
Right.
Yeah. So that is all there. But nobody does that because it is not socially acceptable. See, we also, there are many things in the spirituality can be done, but the master are conscious, they are not doing it because they are operating in the social norms and structures. So they respect that. That's why. Okay, that's why they don't go and hug in any Tom, Dick and Harry, even if they know that it will work for them. They don't have any self-interest, but they respect the social norms. Okay, so they don't, go into that, whether these things, even if it is that, so they are conscious and accordingly they give.
But not in spiritual context, just as sharing information about. You talked about hugging an ICU patient, but in Western world, like in this country, some treatments lately, they bring in horses. And also there is a therapy on horses.
Yeah.
Their heartbeat is 8 per minute, right? So they're very calm, gentle.
Yeah.
But problem is, if you are, not all animals the same way. My dog their heartbeat is very high. So if you are very anxious or going through anxiety, touching a dog or that time, they can calm you down, but it cannot be the other way around because they are also vibrating very fast. Their heartbeat, I'm saying. So,
yeah. One thing I should tell you, these are the methods, what you told, these are the exchange methods. If you get horse's vibration, but horse will get yours.
Right. Yeah.
It will harm the horse.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but the method what is being taught by Babaji, it is not an energy exchange.
Right.
It is one way. Yeah. It is as a showering of energy, you get that energy and that's it. There is no return.
Right. Because it's an infinite.
Yeah, so fundamentally approach is different. Yeah. Okay, right. This is the approach of that.
Okay.
All right, yes, Vani.
Yes. Some of the spiritual gurus don't allow you to touch them. Is there a reason, or since it is controlled, you said from high to low, me touching somebody's feet would give me more positive energy or something like that, but they don't allow. So is there a reason?
Yeah. No, there are many reasons. But anyway, what happens is, let me put it in this way. Suppose there is a cow milk, one bucket of cow milk, and you put, 1 spoon of cow urine into it, the milk will be spoiled. Okay, so they are so pure, they wanted to maintain it that way. So they don't want to spend energy into cleansing themselves too much. So that's why they don't allow to touch them. Even some masters only allow touch only the big toes, only the toes of their feet. That's all. Nothing. It is their method to keep themselves clean, because all the spiritual masters, they need to work on cleaning themselves in the multiple layers. Of course, physical body, mental body, emotional body, and so on and so forth. So if somebody with a high negativity comes, it becomes contaminated. So they need to again clean themselves out. So suppose particularly if they're sitting in a ceremony where 100 people are visiting, and the second person in the 100 group is highly contaminated and contaminate the master, the others may get less, because master doesn't get time to clean, himself or herself, within this period. That's why they don't allow.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking like if they have that controlled flow, you said, like, I mean, they can control. So I was wondering whether that is still a possibility. But I know a lot of spiritual gurus don't allow anyone to touch
Yeah.
them.
No, that's correct. So there is a reason for it. But it also, let me tell you that as you have brought this issue, it depends upon what mission the masters have. Okay. Sometimes you will get a mission to work to convert the criminals bring into the mainstream. So you have to go and mingle with the criminals and all these negative people and all this kind of things. So that time you cannot be fussy that I cannot go to this, I cannot allow some criminal to come in front of me, or somebody a murderer and all those things. Doesn't matter. Some corrupt people, politicians will not. It is not possible. So it depends on that. So suppose for me, Babaji has given me the householder spirituality. No matter what type of householder the person is, I will meet. If they say I'm interested in Kriya Yoga, I will travel maybe 1,000 kilometers to wherever it is. I will not judge whether this person is capable or positive or have energy or negative energy or something, nothing, because that is my mission. All of you who are come in touch with me, you know that I am willing to travel. Once you say I like to learn, Kriya, because I don't know who is ready. It is all Babaji's thing, mission. So even if somebody is ready who is criminal, I will go as long as it meets that criteria. He is seriously interested.
Thank you, Guruji.
All right. Okay. God bless you. Fine. So,
sir, I had a question.
If there is no other, yes, Vidya.
So my question was about social context. So what happens is, for me these days, external dependencies are very few. So for example, if someone forgets to wish me on my birthday, then I don't even remember that they didn't wish me or something like that. But then if somebody calls me and then they tell, okay, we forgot to wish you, and so if it was few years ago, then a lot of time would have been gone in saying that's fine, it's okay and everything. But now I don't even remember. So or take some food example. So if suppose we don't get a particular food to eat, and then I don't feel anything, so like a lot of discussion goes on how we didn't get that food, like if it was few years back. So I'm not sure how to, and the person feels bad if you don't involve in that discussion, or I'm not knowing how to
Yeah.
put the question. So
No,
how
I
to
understood your
be in
question.
the social context is something that I'm not very sure.
See, there are two aspects of it. First of it, you don't need that kind of appreciation or wishing birthdays and this and that traditional methods of thing. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you have a better connection now. Okay. You are connected with the divine, and that you can feel the divine presence, and that's why you don't need somebody else's presence to so-called filling the void. Okay, you are already loved and protected. You feel that. That's why you don't need somebody else to express you all this kind of happy birthday, have a nice day kind of stuff. Okay, that is one part. Second part is the social behavior of other people. Okay. So in the morning, Hari Om also was asking about these questions. See, my advice in this regard is you do your best. You are operating in a society, so definitely it will be snobbery if you say, I don't care of the society. No, you should not. Give whatever is you feel is possible. Rest, you leave it to the divine. Still somebody is not happy, means the truth is there'll be always some people, even if you give your 120%, still they will not be happy. They will never be happy, rather. And whoever like to appreciate you, whether you have said something, not said something, done something for them or not done something for them, they will still appreciate you. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. So best way is you do whatever is possible for you to do without losing your peace of mind. That's all. If somebody is happy, it's good. Still somebody is not happy, it is their business, none of your business. Okay, basically I'm saying it, what others are thinking, it doesn't matter. Give your best so that at least you are answerable to yourself that you have done your best. If somebody prepared a good food and you really liked it, appreciate it. It's fine. Okay, but it does not mean every day you have to appreciate food so that you are in a good book of that person. No need. Okay, there is no such compulsion. Okay, lead a life of freedom. It's okay, that we take that you are not responsible for everybody else's happiness. They are responsible for their own happiness. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So just sit straight. We'll go to our next session. Just let me explain you first the session. So there'll be no Kriya today, as I explained in the beginning. We'll do affirmations of self-love. We'll invoke the self-love through affirmations. What are the affirmations? You can read the affirmations or you can change it in your own language. It's up to you. You can make your own affirmations. But today I have given a very elaborate affirmations. What is the type of thing? Normally, we need to, I will tell you the method, but it will be reading the affirmation so that you can hear it. When you hear your voice, it will go to your subconscious. So that you don't just reading like you're reading a book, just reading it aloud so that you can also hear. You are reading, attention is there at that time. You can hear your voice as well. Today you can hear my voice. Today it may not be needed to, you also read. You can if you want, because it is anyway, the microphone is silent. If you want, you can read, but today you listen and you just, you can follow me in that. But when you do it independently, you have to read on your own, the affirmations. So process is this. We will start with 3 Om chanting. 3 Om chanting, and then it will be, then we start. First we have to sit down and, take a deep breath in and out to relax yourself, spinal cord straight. Then we have to do 3 Om chanting. After 3 Om chanting, we will be in a Hridaya Mudra. Hridaya Mudra is pointing finger touching the root of your thumb. Sense the pulse. Sense the pulse in the root of your thumb. When you see that, that is the right place to put your finger. Then the tip of the thumb and tip of the middle finger will touch each other like this. This is Hridaya Mudra. In the Hridaya Mudra, then like this, you put it on your lap. This is Hridaya Mudra. Okay? Put it on your lap. So then you be Hridaya Mudra, put it on your lap, and then focus on your heart chakra. Focus on your heart chakra, then you start reading the affirmations. While reading the affirmations, you bring the intention that you are connected with the pure love, self-love. It is filling every cell of your body, and even this is overflowing from every cell of your body. You're observing the self-love. With that intention, you read the whole affirmations. So this, what I explained you, I will do the process. So this is a guided one. After that, when reading is over, then I will ask you to close your eyes and go into the meditation and focus on your heart or listen to your heartbeat. If you can do that, that is the time to do it. So, so all this, the love energy which is coming out, it will be coming out from your heart chakra. But during the Hridaya Upasana, you can focus on your physical heart and go into the rhythm of your heartbeat. So, and we'll end with our standard process of rubbing palms together, put it on the eyes and so on and so forth. That will follow. Okay. So you will be guided in this session. So first, what I explained, sit straight, breathe in and breathe out few times. And relax yourself. Now focus on your heart chakra. And hands should be in Hridaya Mudra. Hridaya Mudra on your lap. And in the tip of the pointing finger, you should feel your heartbeat at the root of your thumb. And with this posture, let us start 3 Om chanting. Take a deep breath for Om chanting. Now, intend that your heart chakra is opened up and you get connected with your higher self. The higher self is a full of love, that ocean of pure love. And that love is entering into your physical body and going to each and every cell of your body. And you are showering with pure love from your higher self. And keep this intention. And then I will read the affirmations. I invoke the sacred divine energy to draw close to me now, surrounding and sharing love with me. I thank you for divine guidance and assistance and ask the divine energy of the most appropriate vibration manifests into my reality to lead me along my spiritual path to unity with the Creator. I am open and receptive to the loving light and bathe in divine consciousness to inspire and enlighten me further. I ask my soul consciousness activate within me the ability to love myself unconditionally, fully and completely. I wish to hold myself in love, whatever I may do or say, forgiving and cherishing myself as I overcome challenges with ease to realize myself as the creator on the earth. I wish to recognize myself as my truth as a beacon of love. I now accept within my mind, body, and emotions that I love myself unconditionally. Understanding these to be the first step to complete acceptance of my soul consciousness. I now retain and act out throughout my day the existence of loving myself unconditionally and holding myself in pure love. I now allow the love that I hold for myself to assist me in realizing and releasing all past and present negative habits, judgments, fears, or actions that are not aligned to the Creator's pure and loving essence, allowing them to flow away from me with ease. I now adopt a state of existence that permits me to hold love within every aspect of my being, understanding all levels of my being as the love of the Creator. With acceptance and understanding of love as my natural energy and existence, I am now able to activate my love for myself from my naturally loving soul and Creator presence within me. Let my unconditional love for myself lead me to integration with the Creator, enabling me to affirm and realize my sacred and eternal connection with the Creator. I am now able to accept, experience, and sense the powerful, loving, and pure truth that exists within me, recognizing this energy as a helping, uplifting, and nourishment. I rejoice in my complete connection with the Creator through my own inner sacred presence. From this foundation, I am able to achieve a complete realization of the Creator and acceptance of my truth. I am the Creator in manifestation. I am love in manifestation. I love myself unconditionally, and I am eternally connected with my soul and the love of the Creator. I am fully connected to my higher self with the sacred bonding and power of self-love. I am now embodiment of pure love. I am love. Om Mangalam. Now close your eyes and go into Hridaya Upasana. Focus on your heart and feel the heartbeat internally. All right. Now rub your palms together and keep them on your closed eyes. And I shall count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now give this energy to your face very lovingly and all over your body. Thank all your body cells to participate in this experience of saturating with pure love. And if you like to send the healing energy to someone, intend that person is in front of you and bless with both of your hands. If there are more than one person, then do it one after another. Now we shall have a Shanti part for global peace and harmony and spreading the love to the humanity. Om Sarvesham Swastirvavatu Sarvesham Shantirvavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino Sarve Santu Samaraya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkhavagave Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. With the deep gratitude, bow down to Mahavatar Babaji, his sister Mataji, Amar Jyoti ji, Guruji Prem Nirmal, Guru Ma Bharati Nirmal, and all the masters of Guru Mandala for guiding us, blessing us in the path of pure love and experience and the connection and awakening the self-love within us. Om Mangala. That completes our session today.